Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The play action fake. Makes a grab. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. Here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
They'll give it to Johnson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Here's a little room there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Fights off a defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Handoff from the gun. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Mensah. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
After 4-7, offense facing fourth down.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running inside, it's Johnson. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Maybe some room here.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the run, it's Fletcher. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Red Raiders in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Caught, and he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. Quick step and go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Mensa fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Darian Mensa from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Clemson is quick to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking for a big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The handoff to Johnson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's Mensa to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. And let's see what they do on first down. Off-play action. Finds his big tight end. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made after that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks. He was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Go straight ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Back to pass on second down. He's going for the big play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. pressure. Hit as he throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Throwing, Mensah. Moving out of the pocket. He threw it away on 4th down, just sort of gave up on the play, and they'll have to turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here's a heat. Chase to the right. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out.